Hello and welcome once again to the Owatonna Today Show. I am your host, Betty Johnson. So glad to have you along on this last Monday in October. The month has just flown by. We can be seen many different places out on the internet, as well as, well, I should mention internet places, our blip.tv, as well as Facebook and YouTube. And we do want to mention that if you like us on Facebook, we've got some things that are coming along that will be extra beneficial for you. Also, 6 days a week, we're out there on Charter Channel 8. And I do want to mention that we do have, if you do like us on Facebook, we're giving away 2 sets of 2 tickets to the Steele County Blades home games. Now, these are game passes so that you can use them for any home game, whatever fits into your schedule. And if you would like your name entered into these drawings for these tickets, just like us, as I said, on Facebook. And if you're already a fan of our Facebook page, just like one of our upcoming shows, and your name will be entered into the drawing as well. And we will be giving away the Steele County Blades tickets throughout the entire season, so you have many chances to win. Also, the Owatonna Today Show does welcome your questions and comments about the show and any ideas for topics or upcoming guests. You can email your suggestions to us at owatonnatodayshow@charter.net, or you can contact Leanne Alt, our producer. Her number will be scrolling through the bottom frequently at 390-5751. We have a good show for you today. It is still before the election, so we have candidates coming up from the school board. And we're going to be talking with them right after we take this break to hear from some of our great supporters.
Hello, I'm Sean McNulty with Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House in Clarebridge, and we're a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
I needed more than just another dead-end job. I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
With the kids off to college, I decided it was time for me to go back to work and express myself.
Express got me in touch with some really great companies. Now, I'm on my way to a great career.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Beth Giltfett of Horizon Eye Care Professionals. Eye care you can trust. We're proud supporters of Owatonna Today.
We are back, and our guests today, running for a 4-year term on the school board, are Ron Van Nurden. Good morning, Ron.
Good morning.
And David
I'm
Anderson.
Diane Wilson,
David
Perfinian
is
Financial.
unable to be with us today, so we're going to do what we did one time before. We do have answers to all the questions, so I will read them so you'll get a general idea of what David is trying to communicate to the public as he runs for the school board. So our first question, Mr. Van Nurden, just first of all, for people who may not know you, just tell us a little bit about yourself so we get acquainted, you know, family and job, things like that.
Okay, sure. I am a retired farm business management instructor. I taught for 32 years through the community college system. I have 4 kids. All of them graduated from Owatonna school system. We've been in this community about 30 years, so we've been in the community a long, long time. During my time I taught farm business management, I worked a lot with the farm families in the area here, so I feel I have a real close and some passion for rural people, and so that's one of the reasons I'm running for the board, is to get some representation from the rural community on the board.
Good. And David Anderson, he is, first of all, he is a chaperone at his son's class at Eagle Bluff today. That's why he's unable to be with us. He's a longtime resident of Owatonna, and he's been married to his wife Terry for 26 years. They have 3 children, all of whom have attended Owatonna schools. And he coaches his son's traveling soccer team, and he's an official and referee assigner at OSA and a member of the Minnesota State High School League as an official. He has a degree in mechanical engineering and a master's degree in business administration, and is currently employed as a sales and product development manager for TerraTherm Incorporated, a manufacturer and distributor of geothermal heat pumps. So, main question, everyone wants to know, why are you running for the school board?
Yeah, and some people wonder if it's because we're crazy or not, but no, as I mentioned, my 4 kids came through the school system here, and this system really gave them a really solid educational base for their college careers, and career beyond college. And so I feel like I need to give back something to the system, and I think I have something that I can give back. And so it's a way of paying back for all that the school system and the community did for my kids when they were going to school. And also this is a democracy we're in. We're supposed to give back. Democracy doesn't work if we don't have people giving back with some of the gifts and talents that they may be able to offer to the public and to the community.
Okay, very good. And David's reply is why he is running for the school board. Well, he is currently on the school board, so he feels he has a clear understanding of the issues facing the district. His immediate focus will be to get the financial situation into balance and quit deficit spending, along with work to build or rebuild a strong relationship of trust within the community, and to decide on where to cut $1.2 million for our next fiscal year. So also he wants to move forward, hiring a new superintendent, prepare for the upcoming levy vote, and he feels they also need to focus on decreasing the achievement gap among the minority students. So the next question we have is now, what life experiences do you bring to the position of school board members that you feel will help you?
I taught farm business management. We did a lot of work with farm families and long-range planning, business planning. So I have had a lot of experience in that area, and I think we need to be looking long-term in our school system. We need to have some long-term goals, long-term vision for where the school is going, and that's important. I've spent a lot of time working with the farm families doing that kind of thing. And secondly, I'm an educator. I'm only from a different system, from the Riverland Community College system as opposed to the public high school setting or the public school setting. But nonetheless, and so I think that gives me a little more different perspective on the position, looking at it from a little bit different perspective than what you looked at if I was working and had been a part of the Owatonna public school system.
Okay, and Mr. Anderson's response to that question is that he's had many years as a coach and a referee, and this is another way he can help kids in the community. He has a passion for helping kids succeed. Also, as an engineer and business leader, he says he knows how to find creative solutions to problems. Also, he feels he's a good listener and a communicator and is available and willing to listen to different points of view to make the best decisions possible. Okay, so I'll start again with you. Name two. You think the two major issues that's now facing the school, and how do you propose to solve them?
Well, obviously the first one is the financial position that we find ourselves in, and I haven't had a chance to really digest and evaluate the numbers completely, but I do think there are some areas that we're just going to have to look at, and people are going to have to make some sacrifices in order to get this budget balanced. It's not going to be easy. But I've done that with farm families over the years where the problem seemed unsurmountable, and yet we were able to find solutions to their problems. And so I think I bring that. So that's number one. Number two gets to be kind of difficult. The superintendent of schools obviously is very important. They're the CEO of the school system here. They're the one that set the tone for where the future of this system goes, and they create the atmosphere, the positive or negative or whatever type of atmosphere you're looking at. They're the ones who create the atmosphere for how the school operates, and it's really critical that we get someone that's very open-minded and very willing to listen to all segments of our community as we make decisions.
And that's your major issue number two.
Major issue number two.
Okay, and David Anderson says the biggest issue he believes is, of course, the fiscal situation. Over the past 5 years, the state has been providing only slight funding increases, averaging less than 1% a year for the schools. And that's just enough increase so they can claim they support the schools, yet not nearly enough to keep pace with inflation. And he needs to communicate with voters that the state has been pushing school funding to the local levy and needs to decide as a community what they want out of the schools and what we are willing to pay to make that happen. Also, the other biggest issue is credibility within the community, and he is available to address citizens' concerns and open to hearing their perspectives, as well as shared with them their thoughts on various issues. Okay, last question, and very important. Why should the voters vote for you?
First of all, I've had a lot of experience working with people trying to get their perspective on issues. And so I feel I'm a very good listener. People tell me that. I have patience to deal with the situation. Then it's my experience as a long-term planner, and also my experience in the school system as someone who really, I hope, knows and understands education.
Okay. And David Anderson feels that the reason you should vote for him is because he does have experience working on the school board at this critical time. He has drive. He is committed to doing the work necessary to achieve the results that he feels is needed, especially with some of the challenges that are faced in the next year and beyond. Also, he focuses on the kids. With most board functions occurring in the evening, almost no kids are in attendance, so it's easy to get caught up in the business side of the schools, and he wants to make a point of visiting the schools and get a hands-on view. Also, he says, head for the numbers. With the financial challenges, it's important that we share the reality of the financial situation so we can get the community to support efforts to put us on a firm financial footings. Also, open-minded. Schools are complex organizations, and he's learned a lot in the past year. And to be successful in the role, you need to be willing to listen to a lot of points of view before making the best decision in light of all available information. And that is David Anderson's answer to the questions. And you also heard from Ron Van Nurden, and this is a 4-year term that they are running for.
Correct.
So thank you for coming out today and letting us get familiar with you and your views and your experience.
Okay, thank you very much for inviting me. I appreciate it.
And when we come back, we're going to have 2 more school board people running for school board. So we're going to keep you very informed on as many things as we can concerning the school board. So after this break, we'll be back.
I'm Diane Wilson of Profinium Financial, the bank that helps you achieve your financial dreams. Profinium Financial is proud to be a supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Rick Smith, Golf Course Superintendent of the Brooktree Golf Course. Brooktree is an 18-hole championship golf course featuring well-manicured greens, tees, and fairways. We are open to the public. I challenge you to find a better maintained golf course for the money we charge here at Brooktree. Come on out and play Brooktree, a great golf course.
Effective Monday, October 15th, the clinic main entrance will be closed for construction. Please use our temporary entrance, the dialysis doors, and/or the hospital main entrance. We appreciate your patience during our construction, but at the end, we'll have a pleasant entrance that is larger, warmer, and safe for our patients. Again, starting Monday, October 15th, the clinic main entrance will be closed for construction. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Amy Swain of Amy Swain Hearing Centers. I know that buying a hearing aid can be confusing and difficult. My job is to make that easier for you. With 18 years of experience with many different brands of hearing instruments, I can help you make the best choice. Remember, when purchasing a hearing aid, you are entitled to a trial period, and during that trial period, if you are not satisfied, then you can try a different brand or style. At Amy Swain Hearing Centers of Owatonna, Austin, and Waseca, we believe you deserve to hear better.
Hi, I'm Brenda with the Mortgage Office of Brenda Bednar, aligned with American Mortgage and Equity Consultants, where closings feel right from the beginning. I'm a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
We are back, and we are speaking now with Mr. Keenan, or KJ Wall, who was appointed this past year to the position on the school board. Also, Eric Schuster, we're going to do the same thing as we did with David Anderson. He's unable to be with us, so I will be reading his responses to the questions. And we do want to mention also running is Dale Fairbanks, who was invited to join us, but did not respond. So we will be having questions from two. Good morning.
Good morning.
Glad to have you along.
Thanks.
Okay, the first question that we need to know a little bit about you. So tell us briefly, about Mr. KJ.
Yes.
I'll say KJ if that's what you prefer.
Sure.
A little bit about yourself, your job, your family.
Sure. Well, I'm Keenan Wall, or I go by KJ. That'll be Keenan on the ballot, though. And I am senior legal counsel at Federated Insurance. And my wife and I, Katie, have been married 16, going on 17 years. We have two kids, a third grader, at Washington and a kindergartner this year at Washington schools as well. And we've been in Owatonna this is our 5th year in the community, and we love it, and have been doing everything we can to make ourselves at home here for the long term.
Well, good. Glad to have you along. And Eric Schuster's response is that he is quality assurance and safety at Vision Processing Technologies here in Owatonna. He is the father of 3 children. The oldest daughter is in her 2nd year at Riverland Community College. Son is a 7th grader at Owatonna Junior High School and a daughter at Willow Creek. He's been a resident of Owatonna all of his 40-plus years. He grew up, attended, and graduated from Owatonna Senior High School and Riverland Community College. So, big question. Why do you want to run for the school board?
Yes, a lot of people ask that question, of course, and I think a couple of reasons. My children, first of all, both of them are recent to the school system. My daughter, as I said, started kindergarten, and they'll be a part of that system for a long time. So I have a vested interest, and that's probably my primary motivation for serving in the position. Also, at Federated, I see and work with a lot of employment issues, and I can tell that a lot of our labor pool are educated in Owatonna, and a good school system helps with an educated labor pool and to attract other managers to the community.
Very good. Okay. And the reason Eric Schuster is running is that he's ready to make a commitment to try and better the school district for our children. He feels District 761 needs members on the board that, quote, will ask the questions, end quote, that need to be asked. He would represent the people of Owatonna and give them someone that would listen. He already has been hearing from the community about concerns and some mistakes that have been made in the past. So he says we need to better follow where our money is being spent and why. So what life experiences do you believe that you've had along the way that would help you in the position of a school board member?
Well, I think my legal experience and background I found to be very helpful. Since I've took the appointment in January, it's really surprising how often the the legal issues that I deal with on a day-to-day basis transfer into the board position. And really, it's same skill set, different set of problems. As an attorney, federated or previously in private practice, you have to have good communication skills. You have to build collaboration and consensus, and you have to problem solve. And all those issues, I think, I bring to the table from my legal training and background.
Okay, and Mr. Schuster says that he grew up in the school system and has been involved with it in all grade levels and have numerous family members and friends that are or were employed in the school district, and that's what he believes experience will bring to the school board position. Also, what are the 2 major challenges do you feel face the school district, and what would you do to meet those challenges?
Yes, great question. It's hard to limit it to 2, but the number one issue that I found in my time on the board is the credibility issue. Okay. Soon after taking the appointment in January, I learned really quickly during our first round of budget cuts that there is a crisis of confidence in the board among many segments of the community. And for example, on budget cuts, if you're dealing with segments of the community that don't necessarily understand your financial issue, but worse yet, maybe don't even trust the information that you're providing, and they question motives for your actions, you can find yourself spinning your wheels in a hurry and not getting the collaboration and support you need to push the district forward. So I think we've got to address and correct that first and foremost, because that impacts every substantive issue that we deal with as a board. And how do you do that? I think you get the community invested. You give them the same information that you have. You let them speak on the issues, and you give them an instrumental role in the direction of the district moving forward. So to me, that issue touches all others, and that's my top priority. Behind that, it's kind of a time we've got to balance our budget, and we've got to get a new superintendent in here that's highly qualified, but is also the right fit for this community.
Okay. And Mr. Schuster says that the classroom space student-to-teacher ratios and finances, listening to the teachers, parents, and students of the district in preparing for the next move, and to follow the money better in where it's being spent. So, I guess we call the $64,000 question, why should voters vote for you?
Again, that's the bottom line, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Well, I think, first of all, you can look at the track record. I've been there since January, which isn't the longest period of time, but the issues we've addressed in that time period have been significant. We've gone through a round of budget cuts, a change in leadership, and I think that I've demonstrated the ability to be an independent thinker and to listen to the community voice. Some examples, the hiring of Pete Grant, our interim superintendent, the collaboration with MBO, and saying no to a longer-term consulting arrangement with the old leadership weren't all my ideas. It's concepts that were developed from the input that I received from the community, and they were also good ideas that made sense for the district. So I think my track record speaks for itself in the limited time I've been there. Also, the legal skills that I bring to the position are unique, and I don't think we have in any other candidate or current board member.
Okay, and Mr. Schuster's answer is just short and sweet. Why should the people vote for Eric Schuster? Because he says, I care about kids and want them to get the best education that's feasible. And those are his answers. So we thank you for stopping by, because like some of us, you know, haven't had the chance to, you know, meet you since you were appointed in that, and now they know who KJ or Keenan is. So don't want to be confused.
That's right.
And we enjoy having you on the show today, so we thank you for stopping by. And we will be back. We do have some announcements that we feel are very important to pass along. So please, don't go away.
Hi, I'm Mike.
And I'm Jake with Napa Auto Parts.
Napa has the know-how for all your automotive needs.
Napa is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Out with the old and in with the new. I'm the Steele County Trash Queen saying recycle more, Steele County, with our new covered recycling carts. Throw everything together, no sorting needed. Just make sure the container is clean and empty. Recycle paper cartons from milk, juice, and broth, empty plant pots, yogurt cups and lids, ice cream pails and lids, clear plastic containers from berries and baked goods, empty prescription bottles, in fact, any plastic container with a number 1 through 5 and 7, no number 6. Recycle more. It's so easy.
Hi, I'm Jan Hansen, and I am at A+ So and Back, the fun place to be. We are proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
United Way funds 28 local programs that change lives in Steele County. Programs that provide children tools for success, help adults gain self-sufficiency, provide basic necessity for people experiencing hard times, and give seniors the support they need to live healthy, active lives. United Way is there for your friends, your family, and neighbors 365 days a year. They count on us. Once a year, we ask you to be there for United Way. We're counting on you. Please give generously to the United Way of Steele County.
We are back, and we want to start off our announcements right away with announcing the winners of the tickets of the Steele County Blades Hockeys. And they go to David Swenson and Don Spatanka. Also, if you're interested in winning the tickets and do not want to be on Facebook, you can email us as well at owatonnatodayshow@charter.net. Absentee ballots for the upcoming November 6th general election are still available at the Steele County Auditor's Office during regular business hours. The Auditor's Office will be open on Saturday, November 3rd from 10 until 3 p.m. And from the Owatonna Arts Center, Christmas is about sharing, and the Arts Center are making a request. Their Christmas theme is about our service personnel and their Christmas memories. So they're looking for photos, letters, and mementos of one's Christmas while in service. And they ask that you would bring your pieces to the Arts Center by November 15th. They are also looking for toys of the periods like Scrabble, Cootie, Model Airplane, Silly Putty, Slinky. Oh, I could go on and on. I love some of those toys. Candyland. So you can bring them to the Art Center again by November 15th. And the Steele County Historical Society is pleased to announce another Time Travelers Children's Program on Thursday, November 1st at 6:30 at the History Center, which is located at 1700 Austin Road. And the theme will be an old-fashioned barn raising. And coming up, pastimes at the Owatonna Arts Center will be held November 1st from 5 until 8 p.m., November 2nd from 9 a.m. until 7 all day long, and then on Saturday, November 3rd from 9 until 3 p.m. Now, if you've never been there, the Grand Hall of the Arts Center is transformed into a gallery, boutique with one-of-a-kind art and handmade creations, as well as homemade delicious soup from their cafe. And November tourism events. The Steele County History Center, Minnesota Homefront on November 1st. They will have a new exhibit. It opens highlighting Minnesota life during World War II. Tickets are $5 for adults, $3 for children 7 to 16. They are closed on Monday, however. And Steele County Blades home games coming up November 2nd and 3rd, the first week of November. And there's lots of craft sales coming up this weekend. The Elks has an annual craft sale from 8 until 1. Senior Place has a holiday craft sale as well, and at the Eagles Club. So just drive around to any service organization, you'll probably find a craft sale this weekend. And the annual Charity Bazaar is going to be held November 3rd from 8:30 until 1:30 at the Steele County Community Center. There'll be lunch selections as well as homemade soup, sloppy joes, homemade pies, complimentary coffee, and hot cider if you're chilly when you come in. Again, that's November 3rd from 8:30 until 1. And the Homestead Hospice House during National Hospice Month is having a beer tasting event Thursday, November 8th from 6 until 9. There will also be bratwurst available for purchase and raffle tickets as well. And this will be at the Holiday Inn with proceeds benefiting the Homestead Hospice House Patient Care. Tickets are $15 in advance and $20 at the door. It's co-sponsored by Cashwise Liquor and the Holiday Inn. And if you miss your cheese, kettle corn, canned and craft goods in the winter, Owatonna is holding their farmers market. No, not outside at the park, but at the Eagles Club. They will be moving indoors for the winter season, and they will be every Saturday starting November 10th from 9 a.m. until noon, until the market starts again at the park in May. So that is, if you're a vendor and you'd like some more information, you can phone 507-475-0573. And that is our show, Monday edition. We thank you for joining us. Come back on Wednesday when we're going to be having some more interesting guests. It'll be Halloween. For Leanne Alt, I'm Betty Johnson.